Karen Wheeler does not play when it comes to her children. In the final season of Stranger Things, released Thanksgiving week, in what promises to be one last adventure for friends Will, Mike, Dustin, and Lucas, and of course their faithful sidekick, 11. 4 episodes into season 5, and there's already a battle brewing. And this morning, I am thrilled to welcome actress Cara Buono to share some behind-the-scenes stories. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Oh my gosh, it's just so weird to see you here because I was up late watching Stranger Things last night. This is a thrill ride, to say the very least. And particularly, I want to talk about your character, who in earlier episodes, I mean, you were basically portrayed, you're the overwrought mom. We've all been there. You used Chardonnay to cope, but man, you used the wine bottle for good. Let's talk about how you felt in that moment of fighting the Demogorgon in this scene.
Yeah, you know, it's so fun. You know, Karen was the quintessential clueless 80s mom, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, she gets her, I was really excited to read the script to see that she gets her Ripley in Aliens moment, you know, with a wine bottle. And I think the audience, I think it's exciting for them to see it. You know, she's a mom who has to defend her kid. So I think it just turns on that like fierce mom protective instinct that all the moms have, that where the adrenaline kicks in and where they can lift cars, and it just, she's ready to defend her child.
Where they can show their strength. You know, I watched this with my daughter. I always have to, she's 15, and I always have to have one of my kids with me because I watch it like this, and they let me know when the scary scenes are happening. But she gave you the biggest compliment.
Because I have a 13-year-old daughter, so I want to see what your daughter said.
She said that, Mom, she is the boss queen. And I was like, I'm going to tell her that tomorrow.
Thank you.
Because I think that it really did. I think that all the moms united when we saw that iconic scene. And I love the fact that you used the wine bottle as a weapon, because sometimes we need something like that as parenting. So you also, your character has kind of evolved through the years. And I'm curious, from earlier seasons, you went kind of from the bathing suit beauty from season 3 into this mama bear, really showing your strength in season 5. Tell me how that character portrayal evolved and what that meant to you to see that evolution.
Well, I think we see glimmers of Karen's underlying strength. It's exhibited in Nancy, because Nancy, you can really see a lot of strength in Nancy, and I think she gets it from her mom. And I think that people underestimate sort of the quiet ones, and I think people can really relate to Karen, because we all have that inside of us when we're faced with a moment where we have to show up and we dig deep down inside ourselves. We all have that ability to surprise and shock and show up in our like strongest way. And for me, I always thought of Karen as someone whose best qualities show through her kids, because they're brave and they're going on these adventures and they're fighting monsters, but you know, they get it from her. And in season 5, we get to see where they get it from. Yeah. With a little help from some alcohol.
And I think sometimes for moms, that instinct that we have, that fierce impulse to defend our children at any cost. At any cost. For you to be able to exhibit that, you know that we were all like,
I think something scarier than a monster is a mom, a parent or a mom who has a child to protect.
Yeah, that mama bear.
So that will be scarier than any Demogorgon, for sure.
Yeah, you go, boss queen. That's exactly right. So I'm curious a little bit about the special effects, particularly the makeup. I mean, in that scene, you certainly have some major battle wounds after this fight. Tell me about that process, as we're seeing here, of getting prepared. Man alive! How long did that take?
The special effects team is amazing. The prosthetics, and it took about 2.5 hours to recreate that, and they're just like the best team in the business.
It's incredible, and also we have some behind the scenes from the bathtub scene for people who haven't seen the episode. You are hiding your daughter in a bubble bath and underwater. Were you really submerged underwater during that scene? How long did you have to hold your breath?
Well, Nell Fisher, who plays Holly, we had a little competition of how long we could hold our breath, and We could hold our breath for a really long time. That wasn't, that was pretty easy actually. So we rehearsed in a tank a couple of days before, so we could time it for the rehearsal. And obviously we had no fun at all playing with all the bubbles. And yeah, so we just had to time it to make sure we didn't get too buoyant, because we had like a weighted belt around our waist to keep us down.
It's incredible
yeah,
to
there's
see.
There's a lot of choreography that goes into it.
And some of the tricks that goes into really making that scene come alive.
Yes.
All right, we're all very sad that this is appearing to be the last season.
Yeah.
At least that's what they're saying. You really watched these kids grow up through the years. What was it, how has it been having to say goodbye after going through this iconic experience?
Oh, it's bittersweet. I mean, I've known these kids for half their lives, you know, from 10, 11 years old, and I love being everyone's de facto mom on the set, and it's just been a real joy. I've been lucky, you know, I've been on some incredible shows, and I know when I'm on, you know when you're on a really good one.
Yeah.
And I think we're all very aware of how special being on Stranger Things is.
What will you miss most?
I will miss being together on set. I really will miss seeing everybody and being together. And
you're making me misty-eyed too.
yeah, I mean, it's very emotional. It's been, and everyone felt emotional about it, because I think we all realize how wonderful it was. And but that's going to connect us forever. When you do something when you're so young too, it really bonds you for life.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you have a bottle of wine
Yeah,
with you.
you know, because I always come to wake
Yes.
up in the morning with a bottle of wine. Yeah, so
Tell me a little bit about
I'm
that.
Italian, and I grew up. My grandfather came from Italy and actually made wine in our basement in the Bronx, and I actually had been working on a wine brand for a while, and it's called Cara Buono.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And my grandmother's name is
I can't
Cara
imagine a
Buono.
better spokesperson for this too.
Because I'm named after her, yeah. And so I just thought it was like the perfect timing to launch it.
Well, speaking of wine, we also have a little gift that we picked up for you this morning as well. I felt like it was appropriate.
So now I'm
you can be double-fisted. That
I have
is
to be
so
double-fisted.
true.
Yes. And this says sunny with a chance of flowers.
See?
This is lovely.
A little bright side for you.
That is so nice.
Well,
I have never gotten a bottle of wine on an interview, so this we should open this now.
I think we should, and I think
It's
that
the
should
holidays,
be a tradition.
right?
And you need to come back. We need to be friends, all right? Thank you again.
Thank you
we
so
really
much
do
for having
appreciate
me.
you being here.
Look at
this
me.
has been fun.
I
Miss
mean,
Queen
come
Boss,
on.
as my daughter says. So just as a reminder, Stranger Things Season 5, the final season, is releasing in 3 parts. Volume 1, episodes 1 through 4 are out now. The next volume comes out on Christmas Day, and the series finale is out on New Year's Eve.